The RS6.
Yeah.
That's my car.
Okay.
That's
We're live. We're live. We're
my
live.
and we are live. So yes, everybody, you heard my car. So Etienne, Mike, always a pleasure. So today, how to conquer the world.
No, no. Control your environment. Conquer the world. I don't know who came up with the title. That's not quite what I meant. But you could want to conquer the world. It was more about taking control of your
So
environment.
how do you control your environment? How do you control your environment?
You
also?
decide
Because
to
it seems
take
very
control.
easy to everybody has.
No,
this
make
power.
decisions. Be the leader of your family, of your business, of your situation, of your. Yes, look, someone's got to lead. Like even at home. I hope Maria's watching. Maybe she's there now. Maybe she'll connect. You need someone to be like, okay, let's do this. Everybody on board? Yes. All right, let's go. Like you can't just everybody. Oh, what are we doing? And there's no decision, and it's soft. A soft environment is dangerous. What happens when it's too soft? I just made this up. This is great. I think it's great. You start sinking and dying. You sink into the sand.
Well, sand sinks.
You see, a soft environment. You need a hard, structured, disciplined, in control person. I was mentioning earlier. I'm going to keep this for later. Mike, what do you think?
Every country with a good leader always does well, and every country that the leader's gone, there's always chaos.
Ladies, smile at the camera. You're live. Tina on the on your
Do you ladies agree?
speak loud.
Yes.
I mean, I think you can have good leaders in that situation. Can you agree?
Okay. Let's not go down. No, but let's not talk about that specifically because it's a very touchy, sensitive topic. And I want to bring it back to us and business and our environments. But I'm talking about our environments, not dictatorship. I'm saying if you're unhappy with your with your financial situation, if you're unhappy with your home situation with the kids and your spouse, and take control.
The only person that can actually have an impact or have make you go to that next level or whatever level it is,
Yeah.
is yourself. So you have to go back to what do you want, what do you aspire as. Today we're talking to entrepreneurs, we're talking to business owners. So what do you aspire to do? What makes you jive? What's your that fire? It's within. If you do have that fire within into your business, make it shine. Make
And you know if you have it or you don't, that fire, that responsibility to take the lead. Yeah, yeah. It's not.
Well, maybe I'm not done to be into business because of
Yeah, but it's not just about business. It's about if you're not happy with your current situation, either stop complaining about it or do something about it. And that's what I mean by take control, take charge, take ownership of the problems.
And it's tough. Sometimes
Of course.
You'll be in a situation. Well, you'll have to take a hard decision and etc. But you gotta do it. And the only person that can do it is you. Right?
Yeah. So, do we have anybody that wants to share their own situation? If they're in control, if they're not, please comment. Raise your hand if you have one, a digital hand, so we can see you and we can have you. Oh, we have Victoria that's pointing at us.
Yeah, I have Christine who wants to know. This is more of a general question.
Sure.
About leadership.
Yep.
How would you define the term a leader? Like, is this the person who just has most responsibility? What makes it?
No, because you could be a leader with responsibilities. Define what a leader is. Am I understanding correctly? Well, who who is guiding the group? If there's a group, who's making the decisions as to how we're going to get to the destination? And if everybody's on board, I mean, I'm not saying to like again, I'm not. It's not about being a dictator or controlling people. It's saying, okay, what do we have a goal now? What does everybody think about that? Well, like we do in our situation.
Control, because you talked about control, doesn't mean dictatorship. Control means
What's the definition of dictatorship? Can someone Google that?
control means understanding and know where you're heading. Is having that direction, is understanding every segment of your business and be in control of every segment in your business.
Yeah.
Sometimes you might have people that will make it happen for you or in this realm that you want. But if it's not in the realm that you want, well, you have to. We always talk about keeping track. You have to keep track and then readjust and readjustment.
Yeah, you're going into the micro, man. It's too deep. It's too deep into the micro. Look, you know when I say I talk about it's my responsibility as the leader of this company to get us to our goal. Like if you're slacking the team. Here and no one's communicating what that is, it would be nice to have some communication amongst it. See, I'm a of what's going the question. Can someone read the question for us, please, or the comment?
Do you think a leader can get back up on his own after a bad situation, or he needs his people to do it?
No, you can't need someone, because that means you're not in control and someone else is in control. You gotta do the doing. If it means, and look at yesterday's scenario, we had a little thing going on at the office where there was a little situation that was important. We went from another office and came and said, we're taking charge, right? That's taking control. Like, you can't rely on people. You can grow bigger with the help of people, but in the end, it's your goal, your dream, your life. You need to, if you have to shovel the shit, you shovel the shit.
There was a question also on Susan. I see on the screen. It's a bit too small. If we can have it bigger, thank you. Leaders knows the answer, and if doesn't know,
Finds the answer.
finds the answer.
Yeah. I mean, you don't always know all the answers, but you're going to take the responsibility to make sure that we get to someone or the team to find the answer and to get the destination. That's really what it is. It's great. It's fantastic. And so, did we look up the dictatorship definition? Go ahead and read it out loud in the mic. Someone, Mike or Victoria.
Yeah, so I have a few definitions, so I'll read.
Just go with the top one.
Yeah, so government by a dictator or absolute authority in any sphere.
See, that's not a leader, or my definition, obviously, and that's certainly not what we're talking about. You know, it's nothing's forced on no one. It's more of a, we want this as a core, as a unit. We want to get somewhere, and it's like I said, you're not doing your thing or someone's going off track. It's to realign everybody. It's not an easy thing to do because you're not going to be necessarily liked by everybody. If I say, hey, you're slacking off, you're not doing what you're supposed to. But it's my role and my duty to do it so that we make sure that we get to that goal. Or else I'm not a good leader. And then I'm just a friend. Victoria, someone else wants to comment or a question?
Yeah, I have another question, this time from Nadia, who asks, as a leader, what type of characteristics do you search for in your supporting team?
Well, that's a great question. What I really look for, it's people that execute. I never actually said this to you guys, but it's whoever is like, Mike is a good example in a way. Like, I'm going to tell you, Mike, like, you know, like we need mics, we need something, without going into the, well, how do I and how and me and that, like, he just goes and does it. And even if it's not the right thing, he'll actually figure it out. He takes the thing and runs with it and then comes back with a proposed solution. That's great. We need a lot of executors to be successful. People, soldiers, not go and get killed, but almost like, okay, I'm on. No. But, you know, I was a great employee. I mean, if I go back to being an employee, I'm a fantastic. You want me on your team because I'm going to be like, what do you need? What time? I'm there. I'm all in. I'm a team guy. So that's the best quality. What would you say?
I think a leader needs, yes.
No, but tell me what quality would you look for in a team member? I think was the question.
It's the person that's ready to do anything ultimately. It's
An
skills-
executor.
Yeah, well, I guess so. The skills, everybody has skills, or everybody can get skills.
The worst.
It's just a person that just willing to say, you know what, you say whatever it is, and they don't understand, and they just say, "Sure,
Yeah.
let's make it happen."
They
You
make
see them think,
they
they're
take
like,
action.
"Oh, I'm not going to do this," but they just make it happen. I think if you have those people in your team, you're set to win.
So if you're looking for someone in your team, you want action takers,
Yes.
not overthinkers and over perfectionists. I don't want perfection. I want to take the action. A lot of action. I repeat this all the time. If you make the action, even if we don't have the result, I'm happy because you're executing. It's execution. Mike, what do you think?
Well, I think that in any team, I mean, a real team, I think that when somebody falls, you got to get ready to help them whenever they need you. And at the same time, you know, when you might be lacking or have a certain situation, they got to be there to hold each other down. So if you're going to have a team, you got to have everybody that's willing to put in for everybody else. If not, then it's not going to work.
And you get
It's if you have to pick up the shit, we pick up the shit.
a scenario. I can give you an example. Not that long ago, one of our toilets was blocked. Sorry for the graphic, but we're at one of the offices, and I was there, and I could have easily said to someone, "Hey, can you get that up?" But I rolled up the sleeves, and I went with the plunger. And got some splashing action going on. No, I'm kidding, but I got it
I
done.
told you, I had a similar situation where a toilet was in a past experience and nobody
Yeah.
was doing it. So at one point you're like, what? Are you gonna wait again and wait for
Yeah.
people to do it, or you're just gonna do it and your client's gonna be happy? So you make it happen.
I think another thing that I believe is very important as a leader is to do the doing of not just say and talk about, but actually perform and do it, and with, if need be, with the team. You know. Any other questions, comments? Mike, you want to talk about speed running to LA from Montreal?
Because we were just talking about impossibilities yesterday, but it was a very
Yes, it was.
I want to run from Montreal to LA in 1 hour. It's possible.
Fantastic.
It is.
I like your energy, Mike.
I think we have a comment here from Ashley. The screen, I can't see it. Okay, there you go. For me, team leader is someone who puts in the time and support those who needs it.
You see, who's the first in the office? Be honest.
Depends.
No.
Depends on the day.
Who gets to the office first? Anybody.
Depends on the day.
Anybody.
it's him.
Who leaves the last?
It's him.
It's true. No, but seriously. Who?
Not always.
I've seen Mike.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying it's. But if we had to say who does it the most,
Yes.
it's me.
You have the key to the office.
See,
Tina, you.
see this?
That's an
I will
excuse.
say I don't react a lot, but this is the type of thing that makes me react.
But if you want the key, Tina, I'll get you a copy of the key.
Yeah, sure.
There you go. It's done. The strength to it.
Do we have other questions or comments? Our friends, maybe we can talk about the contest.
Yes, we have a fantastic draw. Is that the word? It's a draw contest. You get a chance to win a $10,000 worth of Mac Apple products, a laptop, an iPad, iPhone, AirPods, all Pro versions. So about 10,000 in value. Every time you like, you share, you tag, you comment, you get one participation. You can go back to previous episodes and anything that we post actually and get an extra chance to win every time you comment, post, tag, and etc. You can also get 5 additional chances per subscription to any of our accounts and or another 5 with any Google review you give us, and we have about 5 accounts on Google. So we have a question from Tina or Mike.
Yeah. This is from Instagram. Karim is asking, can I have your take on prospection in the beginning of your career?
Absolutely.
Doors, cold calls, social media, in order to build solid groundwork or foundation?
Well, first of all, at the beginning of his career, there was no social media.
There was no social, no emails, no texting, no cell phones. It was the good old fashioned rotary phones. No, I'm not that old, but it was the phones mainly. I preferred the phones because the phones were the most efficient, quickest way to reach someone. I did not like doing door to door, not because I didn't like to do the door to door. I just found it way too slow and not efficient, as efficient as the phone. I was a big for sale by owner guy. 90% of my business was through soliciting for sale by owners, FISBOs for those that are in the business. But today, though, if we put it in today's context, because I think that's what Karim is saying for him, right? I would not say to just do the calling. Far from it. I would go more towards the digital, more. But I'm not saying don't do it. I would combine it, but I would do or put way more energy into the digital social media. I still think, and this is just not just my opinion, but that no one's really using the social media platforms in the right way to get the right visibility the way they really could. Brokers promote themselves with their listings all the time. I sold this, I did that, I did, but no one cares and no one likes that. You got to be putting out yourself as the personality for content. Karim, if you want to reach out to the team, I'll meet with you if you're in the greater Montreal area. You can come in person. We have 4 offices across the island. If not, we can do a Zoom if you're somewhere else in the world. I'll take a few minutes and give you some help with that, an idea of what I would do if I had to do it again today. I do this with all of our brokers. It's one-on-one personalized mentorship that we offer here. And so, sure, and it's free. It doesn't cost anything for you because you're a participant. And make sure you comment and like I said, to get a chance to win the Apple products. Those would certainly help you with your strategy to get more visibility, and you'd be very efficient in at the same time. Do you have any other comments, sir? I can see someone writing, but I can't decipher what it is. Decipher, Mike, means I can't really see. Why am I like that? Why? Tell me, Mike.
I have
Oh, I think it's a rhetorical question.
I'm waiting for Gabriel to come back so I can pick on him. He's coming back from
You
vacation.
miss him. Right?
I miss Gabriel. He's my
He
buddy.
was your person.
Yeah.
back with some cigars.
Oh, you're not allowed
Ooh.
to take a smoke?
Sure.
Not now?
Yes.
No, not during our
Well, I did last week. So what are you talking
Well,
about?
you lost.
No. Hey, great event, by the way.
Whoa.
No, but let's talk about this for a sec.
You're not allowed.
I'm going to change the subject. So last week, Mike and I we were invited. We went to see a launch of a new office, a Century 21 office in, what is that, Longueuil? From a great guy, Mohammed, one of the owners. Fantastic event. We really enjoyed it. It's important to be participating. It's kind of the competition, but in the end, we're all fellow realtors. We're all working together. But a little shout out to Mohammed. And Mohammed's a big cigar smoker. He gave us some nice cigars. It was nice. Nice evening.
Amazing.
Any other comments, questions, guys?
Fantastic. Well, we'll see. Thank you once again.
We'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.
See you tomorrow.
Goodbye.